Hello and welcome to Michigan Time. I'm Jackie Berger and we've got a great show for you. But first, did you hear about this? The drugstore chain Walgreens is going to start selling CBD products in select stores. This isn't that new of a development. Their cashiers have been selling CBD products on the side for years. In other news, it was recently announced that the first Democratic debate will be held in Miami, Florida. Miami is the perfect place for the Democratic debate because it's a hot clusterfuck of too many old people just trying to keep their head above rising sea levels. It's really representative of the pool for this year. Some more political news. In honor of Women's History Month, Samuel Adams, the brewing company, has announced a new Ruth Bader Ginsburg-themed beer. While I haven't been able to go out and try it myself, I hear it passed the bar exam. Speaking of old people, a woman in Nebraska gave birth to her own grandchild last Monday. Doctors have been calling it an unconventional path for babies. But I don't know. The Targaryens have been doing it for years on Game of Thrones. A British woman in London was rushed to the hospital 2 weeks ago due to a stroke after nearing an orgasm while receiving oral sex. So no head, said her boyfriend. Speaking of not getting any, Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, was arrested for soliciting prostitution weeks ago. Last Thursday, Kraft's attorney requested that the video of Kraft with the masseuse at the day spa remain private. Looks like Brady isn't the only one with deflated balls here. And finally, in some personal news, last Thursday was my dad's dog's Ozzy's 2nd birthday. Now, maybe it's just me, but I can't help to notice that this dog is definitely crying in the picture, is he not?
He's not crying. You're just projecting onto that dog.
I'm not projecting. What on earth makes you think I'm projecting? That dog is definitely crying. This has absolutely nothing to do with my daddy issues or anything like that and never ever having a meaningful happy birthday. The point is that dog there, definitely crying. Although repressed childhood traumas don't make me cry, you know what does make me cry? Climate change. I'm going to be blunt with you, my folks. In terms of terrible things that can ruin the world, climate change falls right in between a new plague and the creation of a Lilo and Stitch live-action remake. Yeah, Disney, you done fucked up on that one. Please just stop murdering my childhood. Although my letters to Disney have gone unopened, student activists are taking action in the fight against climate change. 2 weeks ago, a youth-led movement against climate change was held at universities all across the globe.
Stop! Stop!
If at this point you've got no idea why we're striking, then what on earth? You must be utter idiots if you're wondering.
Wow, that was beautifully put. Of course, the University of Michigan has long been a champion of college activism, with the Students for a Democratic Society first being launched in Ann Arbor way back in 1960. The day of protest was no stranger to UMich as well, where thousands of students gathered on the diag to demand that the university take more action to stop climate change. And how did the University of Michigan, with its long-standing history of political activism and free speech, respond? With arresting a group of protesters for trespassing when the group refused to leave the office of the president. That's right, this is all thanks to Michigan Daddy Mark Schlissel. The group refused to leave the office until a date was agreed where Daddy Schlissel would meet with the environmental activists to talk more on policy and develop an action plan. The good news is that 6 days after their arrest, the university made an announcement, likely due to the amazing PR that comes with a university arresting their own students, setting a date for the meeting on April 9th. But this does bring up a good point. Why was the university so harsh when it came to these student protesters? Why does the Schliss have some weird vendetta against the environment? And why is Disney just remaking their movies live action style. Well, luckily for you, the U of M Psych department has some fabulous new technology that they've just got in here. This technology here falls into the realm of psychoanalysis and memory. It allows a person on the outside, such as myself or yourselves, to view another person's memories. All you got to do is type in the person's name. So we'll just type in Daddy Schlissel, and then type in a keyword to trigger that memory. So here we'll just type in environment. Then you just got to press enter, and